Yo, what's up, everybody? Pete Peterson here with Dream Huge Realty. Rylan Wallace with Dream Huge Realty as well. Michelle Wallace, Union Home Mortgage. And our special guest. You ready for this intro?
Let's go, Pete.
Lucas, Ohio legend, entrepreneur, philanthropist, founder and owner of Town Money Saver. Woo. Established 1992. Musician, man of faith, husband, father, 6 times ranked in Entrepreneur Magazine Franchise 500, 5 straight years Satisfaction Award Franchise Business Review, 5 years Top Low Cost Franchises Award. Mr. Bill Zirzow, everybody.
Woo! Wow. Thanks, Pete. I've never. And lover of comfort food.
Lover of comfort food. I missed something. Which comfort food in particular?
Oh, all of it. Cracker Barrel, Bobette, huh?
The Bow?
Oh, the Bow, Open Door Cafe, you name it, man. I'm there. You got comfort food, count me in.
That is awesome. Well, folks, we don't always talk real estate. You know, we love talking with other huge dreamers in the community. And, you know, Bill, you're the epitome of that. So let's go back in time a little bit and tell us how you got started with Town Money Saver.
Okay, thanks, Pete. Yeah, we lived in Grafton, Ohio at the time. I had done this kind of work before. And just like here, you know, there's some little local businesses I got to know from being a resident, and they really needed something different. It's just what they were doing wasn't working for them. And I thought it'd be like a weekend thing. I finally thought, well, I'll throw something together, you know, to see what it does. And man, it's just from the experience I had, I think instinctively I threw together a product that within 3 months was blowing away anything these people had seen. So pretty much from there, I left my job and got some other people. My wife left her job, and that was back in 1992 and 3, into 92 into 93. So that's what got us started.
I was a freshman right over there.
Wow.
92. Yeah.
Well, you've come a long way too yourself.
Lucas family right here.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate that. So what was the product? You said you came up with a product and you hit the ground running. Tell us about the product.
So it was you know, a local direct mail magazine. I guess I can pull one over here if you want. But
yeah.
Anyway, so, you know, again, the whole goal here was to be an affordable, effective local advertising. I mean, these are mom and pop pizza shops, coffee shops, tanning salons, things like that. So with my past experience, I knew that this print mail product itself and how we would do it. So just had a little bit of features to it, like a magazine that had a little bit of shelf life. We did inserts to give it some flexibility, and we're very targeted. We're only doing a couple thousand homes there. Most companies would do a lot more than that, a lot more expensive. So in that environment, we could really come through and offer them something they could afford, and yet have it really produce results with sales.
Excellent. So going down the list, Michelle.
So we've heard that when people do business with Town Money Saver, that you in turn do a lot for the community. So what kind of things have you done around the community of Lucas to help enhance the area?
Well, I'm gonna give a shout out to someone. So Tim Boggs, because I'm gonna say when I first moved to Lucas, I was in J&J, and so for those people everyone would know, try to make the story short because I get a little long-winded. Anyway, I didn't know Tim from Adam. I ran out of some money. I'm at the checkout, and the lady walks away. She talked to Tim at the time. I didn't know. Comes back. It's okay. You just stop back. I was like, what? Where am I at? What is this? Like what? And I fell in love with Lucas before that. So let me say, first of all, it's just easy because you fall in love with Lucas quick, you know, with the people that are here. So I don't know, I've just done, my funnest thing is probably playing music at the football games, you know, that I get super into the football. Has been just a blast and such a ride from the little Pee-wee kids on up. And then, you know, I've been real blessed. The community center was, you know, a lot of people. I wasn't the only one involved there. And I guess other than that, just the gym. I will say one thing for people that want to help out. If you do a little bit in the beginning, everyone thinks you do a lot later. So it has all the staying power.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Just do a couple little things. They're like, oh, that guy does so much. But really not. It was just a little bit in the beginning. But
Well, that's the thing. Most folks don't even do a little bit.
Right.
No,
So
okay.
that's right.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's a credit to you because it does. You know, it grows, like you said.
Well, I want to say that I will give a thing. The thing that the community center taught me was every little thing matters. I mean, just from a comment on the street to somebody pulling a weed to somebody giving you $100,000, it honestly equally ends up being the same. Because without each one of those, that's what I really learned down there. I think was one of the blessings I got was, you know, from the smallest to the biggest, it was everybody coming together. So that's another thing too. Just to have so many people want, I think, to help and do stuff. And then to have that catalyst to bring people together, there was people down there. I mean, I'm sure you guys seen them that I would have never thought would have jumped in, and man, they were in there getting messy and cleaning and working. So that taught me a lot down there, and that also speaks a lot of the community itself too. So
Super cool. What year did you do the renovations down there?
I think it was 2010. I think when we made the offer, and it was 2 years. It's probably like around 12, 13 when things started happening. We finally, just for what it's worth, I mean, they wanted, I don't know if I say amounts here, they wanted 150, and I said, I'll tell you what, we'll give you 75, and if the Holy Spirit wants it to happen, it'll happen. I don't know what I was saying, I just said that.
Yeah.
And 2 years later, he goes, hey, okay, we're ready to do that. I'm like, what? I kind of was hoping to go away. Like, are you sure? So I called my wife.
That's when they knocked it down to 35.
Yeah. I had already committed. So I was like, in my mind, the Holy Spirit, I was like, 75. So, but anyway, that's how that got started, by the way. But yeah. So, and I didn't put all that money in, by the way. I put a little down payment. So there's other people jumped in on there. So.
Amen. Helping others is the vibe I'm getting. You're helping others with your advertising. You're helping others in the community. And guess what? It comes right back to you.
Yeah.
You put others first.
Over and over and over again. If you can, every time I've volunteered for anything, I've gotten so much more. In fact, Tom back here, my employee, he's a critical employee of our company now. And the only way I met him was by being on I don't know what committee I was on, some committee over here at the school. Yeah. And Jim Finello actually was using Sun Graphics, and Tom was there, and that's how I met him. And man, he's had so much to do with transforming our branding and everything. So that's just a little tiny example, but I mean, yeah, anything you could ever do to volunteer, you get so much more back. So it actually can be very selfish, if you think you're really trying to actually get something out of it.
That's right. Well, it's funny how that works. Go ahead, Rylan.
And Bill, I can attest to the music at the football games because that always worked for us. Getting those W's in every Friday night.
Oh man, I'm glad to hear that, Rylan, because I asked my kids, they're like, Dad, we never hear it. I'm like, you guys don't hear it? No, we're into the game. We don't hear it. I'm like, I gotta turn it up a little bit.
I made sure I heard. I was
right. Too. Thanks, Rylan. I appreciate that.
So anyway, tell me some benefits that people would get by advertising with Town Money Saver versus any other media.
Well, the main focus we have is return on investment. So we, a lot of marketing, and we do other marketing that's what you'd call institutional oriented, meaning, somebody's hearing your name, it's in your mind, but we really try to drive sales, drive traffic. So everything about the Town Money Saver is about getting new customers and new business and illustrating the actual dollar return on investment. So we really see ourselves as an investment with the right match. We're not right for everybody. I mean, there's businesses that wouldn't benefit from us, but the ones that draw most of their business from a local market, those we're going to definitely show them a profit.
And that's a reason for the coupons, right? The business owner has to be able to track the return on their marketing dollar, correct?
Exactly. That's the whole point. Well, and you're giving an incentive to the consumer to act. If you just see an institutional ad, you try to remember it. Now, again, we have a lot of other, like I said, products we're playing with community-oriented that do benefit from that. And we got a lot of digital stuff we're doing now. So, a little plug for TMS Plus. Anybody needs a website or digital marketing, super hot. We're having great success. So, TMSplus.com, check it out.
That's right. Town Money Saver, not only print as you would most traditionally think, but very much digital, very much in the digital world as well.
Not as old as we look.
Okay, Bill, so I know we've talked a little football already, but I would be remiss if I didn't ask you about the support that you've given to the football team. I mean, you have boys on the team, you've had boys through the years, so just a little bit about that support and what you've done.
Oh gosh, right. Well, I'm trying to keep up with your husband.
Well,
we got the tunnel, the fireworks. If you haven't been to a Lucas football game, you've got to come, man. You'll have more fun than anything else. We have a blast. Well, and that's what it is. I mean, here's the thing, I guess, for me is, I don't know about people. When I was in high school football and played, if I hear a Bob Seger song right now, I'm back in the locker room. I'm like, man. And I just remember when the kids were little, I thought, I love that so much. And I didn't even really play that. Like through high school, I didn't play the whole way. But anyway, and I always thought those memories were so critical. And if I could add to any of that, it's just that fun. And I see my own kids like Rylan and Ben, you get so excited. You let the bodies hit the floor and the car crank up. And little Ben, he's like getting all worked up. And I'm like, oh man, this is fun. So yeah, there's so much energy, with the kids, and then to see the kids and the community come together. It's definitely the epitome of everything we're talking about, that you get to really experience it. So yeah, it's an easy thing to get involved with, that's for sure.
And I know you've opened your doors to the team and the families to come in here after games, and so it's.
Oh yeah, the pizza.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing, when I grew up in North Ridgeville is where I grew up, and which I wish I grew up in Lucas, but I grew up in North Ridgeville, so my kid. But anyway, there was the McDonald's, and we all went to the McDonald's after the game. And when I first started getting involved here, they didn't have anywhere to go. Like, everyone would split up and go to people's houses, and I'm like, man, that was some of the funnest part of that, So we were actually next door over here, and I got involved with the video, and so we were doing the video for the coaches. And then finally, I'm like, hey, you guys want to hang out? We'll get some pizza. And man, and now you go to the community center.
Yeah.
There's like hundreds of people in there. It is so fun to go. I can't wait to go down there. So.
Well, we appreciate it. So.
We all do. We all thank you too for that.
You're welcome. It's all through the Holy Spirit. It's definitely not me. So all the bad stuff is me. The other stuff.
So tell us about some remarks and feedback you've gotten from businesses that you've worked with.
Oh, we got some. That's what we live for, success stories, we call them. So we get people that, we've had businesses that literally would coordinate their other locations based on where we had mailers. They would say, let us know where you are because we're thinking of another location and we want to make sure you have a mailer there. Most recently with our TMS Plus, I was just telling you a minute ago how Cody at Specialty Tree Service, was telling my son how, we're the guys that turned up the volume, so to speak, and cranked his business going. So. And that, honestly, at the end of the day, we all got to make money. You want to make money, but when you can see something like that happen, when I see like Cody's business start to really flourish and think that maybe we had a little something to do with it. Selling somebody a house, man. Well, that's the whole point, right? Dream huge.
Yeah.
The places we bought houses, man, that's like life-changing, cool, and you could really have a profound effect on somebody, by getting to that right house or something. So I think. Same thing here. If we can help somebody grow their business, man, there's nothing funner than that. So, yeah, we got hundreds of success stories. We got a lot of cool videos. I can't remember each one specifically, but anyway, that's what we strive for, honestly, those stories.
Awesome.
We talked about TMS Plus, Town Money Saver. What about the actual franchises? How does that work if someone wants to start a franchise?
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Got any possible franchisees out there? Give us a buzz. Well, right now we do what we call performance awarded franchise opportunities. So there's no cost. Ideally, you got a sales background, and then basically their main thing is having the relationships in the marketplace with the local businesses. From there, we pretty much take care of the rest of it for them. So we give you some training, obviously. But it's really to go in there and help these local businesses get new customers and grow their business, and through a direct mail print publication that comes out monthly. So,
yeah, you said relationships. It's so many businesses. Relationships are the key, not the transaction. So it's no different in your business and ours. So yeah, yep.
Definitely.
oh yeah, that's what it's all. We preach it all the time. You got to focus on. People don't. How's that quote go? You might know. People don't care what you have to say until they know you care. So
Right.
and we tell everybody here. I said, if you genuinely care and you're willing to work, you're going to succeed. I don't need to train you on anything.
That's right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay, so you're such an interesting person, and you have such a wide variety of activities that you do, but we want to hear just a few of the activities that you're involved with aside from Town Money Saver. So just outside life in general, what do you like to do in family time and things?
Well, I am very passionate about my faith. I'm Catholic, Christian, and that's come through, life's hardships, having things you screw up. My wife said it best, you're driving, you're like, no, Jesus, I got it. And you crash, and you're like, okay, you can take over. So I really, really love and enjoy, and I'm passionate with a lot. I go to Mass during the week and breakfast, and I'm right now president of Sacred Heart Enthronement Network to promote that. We have a men's group, that meets a couple times a month. So that's probably a lot of my fuel from that. And then obviously the family is the number one thing. I have Christ is first, then my family, and all this other stuff. Lucas football, then the business. So I enjoy doing that. Other than that, a little bit of hot rodding. I have a little bit of fun hot rod stuff. But
Do you sleep at all?
I know.
Couple hours a night?
I do, and I watch a lot of TV. I don't know. I eat a lot of snack food. I watch a lot of TV. I don't know. Well, I said I looked up Zirzow one time, and this is a joke, by the way. and I found out that it means very passionate and unreliable. So, for what it's worth.
Well, I know you're passionate. I think you're pretty reliable too.
Yeah.
Well, don't get involved with me, Pete. You might find out different.
So
I
Bill,
thought Bill was showing up today. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. You just recently did the graduation speech for the seniors that graduated from Lucas High School, and I was there, and it was a great speech. And
Oh, well, thank you.
Wish the mic didn't cut out on you.
Oh, I know.
You're getting into it.
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talked about perseverance in life and how it correlates to business. What advice do you have for those people that are new and starting business and fresh out of high school?
Oh, well, it's just, to me, it's about hours, work. Well, serving, our quote we say here all the time is serve others, you win. It's all about, there's a book called Go Giver. It's one of my favorite books. Berg is the author. And it really focuses on exceeding, not really even worrying about your goals, but focusing on serving people first. And your goals, you'll exceed your goals. So, and right now, as I showed with you guys, it's challenging for us. We've gotten blasted with COVID and all this. And, if this was my whole life, yeah, I'd be devastated. But it's not. It's part of, it's just the stuff we do, eat and have a house and all that. So, again, perseverance to me, it's your family, your faith, things like that keep you focused. But as far as work and your career, I think, again, it's obsessing about serving. When you have a potential client for a house, what's really going on? Like, what in there? I'm assuming, they have things in their life that they're planning on children or not, or they want to be in a certain community, and all those things. You can, if you get passionate about that, the other stuff's just going to happen. I would
Truly
think.
empathizing, right?
Yeah,
Taking
there you
the
go.
time to empathize.
Yeah. Especially we're in such a disconnected world with all the. That's a big part of the community center. We were hoping just to have, again, people physically getting all, especially now that COVID came on. It's like. But to physically be present and just to be present with other people. How there's so many lonely people. The one thing I couldn't believe when we were doing the community center, I talked to one of the 5th grade teachers. I said, "What's the number one need in there?" Because we were talking about needs education fellowship was the theme of that. She said love, and I'm like, love? What? She said, you'd be shocked how many kids just don't experience love at home. And I'm like, holy cow, is that sad? So, being present, just being around. I think is a huge thing. So, anyway, getting a little windy here.
No, it's all good.
Love is love. Love is the most important thing.
There you go. Yeah, there you
Wow.
go, man.
Bill, any closing thoughts? Anything we missed? Great job, by the way.
No,
Awesome interview. It was
Oh,
incredible.
thanks, man. I appreciate you guys coming here. I was scared to death to do this speech, by the way. So it was really a lot of fun, and you just. Yeah, what you said, love is love, right? There's so much joy that you can get from if you do die to yourself and live for other people. And realize you're going to screw it up all the time. That's the other thing. I got to constantly go back and say, please, I got to do a little better, especially with my own family and kids. I can drop the ball, but no, I'm just very blessed and thankful to be here, to be one of the child of Christ, and to have the wife I have and the kids I have. So those are my last thoughts, I guess, and go out there and enjoy people, man, and have fun.
Awesome. Thank you, Bill. Where can we find you online?
Well, townmoneysaver.com and tmsplus.com. And then JB Bates YouTube for all our cool, hot football
Yes.
videos we got. So,
Awesome. Love those videos, too.
oh, I can't wait for Lucas football. I got one last year of my kid
I
in there.
know.
So, and that run in 19, man, that's probably one of the highlights of my life.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was so much. And Rylan just missed
missed it
Ethan.
that
You were
much.
there with your brother, so he was in there. So we had a lot of fun.
Go Cubbies, baby. Orange and black, Cub attack.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Bill Zirzow.
right,
Town
Pete,
Money
thank
Saver.
you.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Michelle Wallace.
Rylan.
Union Home Mortgage.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you, Rylan Wallace. Dream Huge Realty. Pete Peterson, Dream Huge Realty. You guys know the rules. Work hard, never give up, and dream huge. Get that bicep
Get in
up
there.
there.
Whoa, whoa.